Hi, good evening, everyone. And just want to thank Ivdu for the opportunity for us to be able to share Yeshivat Ashreinu. I've been given around 7 or 8 minutes to talk about Ashreinu. Definitely need a lot more than that to share with you the wonderful things that take place at Ashreinu. But in broad strokes, Ashreinu, this is, thank God, the 10th year of our yeshiva. And our yeshiva is definitely come about and been designed in order to address the needs of wonderful kids out there that are looking for a bit of an alternative to a classic yeshiva in Israel. Most classic yeshivas in Israel, they start off with a morning seder and they have a couple hours of learning in the morning, and they have an afternoon seder with additional number of couple of hours, and then an evening seder. And for some boys, that classical type of program in the yeshiva works and is for them. However, for many kids, the concept of sitting in a classroom or in a Beit Midrash pretty much all day and at night doesn't necessarily speak to them, or maybe it's not necessarily something that they are able to do. So 10 years ago, this came to my attention, and we started Ashreinu. And Baruch Hashem, I'm very proud of the fact that Ashreinu, we are still a yeshiva because there are programs in Israel where boys can do other things. Ashreinu is a yeshiva where we combine Torah learning and Torah study, plus we have Torah learning and we have other areas which we incorporate into the daily schedule and the weekly schedule. If I was in front of you right now, I would, in fact, in this way, you'll see pictures speak 1,000 words. So our brochure, which you'll notice, on our brochure, we have 3 components. It's a trifold folder. And you'll notice that at Ashreinu, we do focus on the study of Torah. And it's obviously a very important goal that our boys get a chance to get a connection to Torah and to appreciate the beauty of Torah and to incorporate Torah into their life. But it's not only focused on the study of Torah. We also have 3 afternoons a week. Our boys are involved in all different types of chesed. And as you see in the pictures here, there are boys, and we really, when it comes to the chesed, we try and take the talents that Hashem has given to your son and to use those talents to help other people. So some boys may be more sporty, and there are wonderful types of cheseds that you can do in the area with kids who through sports. And we have some of our boys are volunteering in Big Brother type of programs, or some of our students are volunteering in with kids at risk, which are local 10 and 11-year-old little kids that are looking for like an older brother. And if you come and play ball with them and stuff, okay. There's some boys who maybe aren't so sporty. Maybe they're into just working the land. Maybe there are boys that are handy and they can help other people. There are boys who visit elderly people in the community. There are boys who take a course on Magen David Adom. And if they pass an 80-hour course, they can volunteer on an ambulance. So we try all different types of programs. There's a museum biblical museum for animals that have all the animals of Tanakh. And we have boys that volunteer in that museum and care for the animals. Really a whole array of musicians, all different things, interests that your sons have, and we could use those talents to help other people. That is a strong component of Ashreinu, of which 3 afternoons a week we dedicate our boys do this type of chesed. And finally, the third component of Ashreinu, as you see, is what we call in this brochure challenging Tiyulim. But basically every single Tuesday at Ashreinu, we take the boys on a trip. Now, if I'll quickly just show you our daily/weekly schedule, this 3-fold approach manifests itself as well in our daily schedule, as you can see, in our weekly schedule that you have in front of you. And as you see there, we have, number 1, the learning that takes place every single morning, which takes place from around 10 o'clock until 1:45, around 2 hours and 45 minutes. Obviously different classes, very small classes. We have around 6 or 7 boys to a class, and we focus on where boys are at. Some boys are stronger with reading, some boys will do much better discussion-based, And that's our learning in the morning. As you see, 3 afternoons a week. We have on Mondays and Thursdays, what we call our individual chesed. And on Wednesdays, we do a group chesed. And those are our afternoons. And as you see, every single Tuesday, we go on a trip. We go on a trip. Now, a trip Tiyul could mean something fun, something from the Tanakh, something from Jewish history, from modern history, a combination of the above. It could be a water hike. It could be a place in Tanakh where something happened. We mix it up and we give the boys a multi-faceted approach to being able to see Israel. Now, these trips that we take them every week are in addition to the multiple day trips that many yeshivot do, 2-day trips up north, 2 days down to the Negev, down to Eilat. We do all of those trips that every yeshiva does. But in addition to those trips, every single Tuesday, we have a Tiyul. As you see at night, we have a night seder for an hour and 15 minutes. As you see as well, there's a gym and sports and intramurals and an amazing workout room that's available for the boys. And this is in general the concept of Ashreinu. I just wanted to end off this presentation to show you, first of all, yes, there's some pictures of our Rabbeim here. We have a wonderful dynamic staff of Rabbeim, very diverse staff with all different strengths and personalities that are unbelievable, relatable to our boys. And they're very proud of that. And finally, just to give you a chance to understand and realize a little bit our campus. So we are located in Beit Shemesh. We have, thank God, a beautiful campus that has beautiful views. And there is amazing opportunity. It's a lower view of the campus. We also have a beautiful Beit Midrash. This is what our Beit Midrash looks like. Baruch Hashem, and thank God it's a lot going on and very exciting. And then this is the lobby of our dorm. There are 4 guys to a room in a dorm room. Each room has a beautiful view. And get this, each room has its own shower and toilet. How amazing is life? I don't have a picture of the toilet, but it has a shower, and that's big bragging rights. They don't have to share a toilet. And finally, this is our Chadar Ochel. The boys get 3 meals a day. Lovely breakfast, individual, amazing breakfast, pancakes Sunday, Monday, omelets, okay, good food. And this is a picture of our workout gym, which is in the lobby of our yeshiva. It's open 6 days a week, 6 nights a week. Boys can work out there and they're able to work out and they use it a lot. And it's a really healthy place. And finally, we have beautiful basketball courts. These are 2 full court courts that have a beautiful dome on top of them to protect them from the sun and the shade. And the 3rd court, they could play. And this incorporates the 3 components of our yeshiva in terms of the learning that we do, the chesed that we do, and the ability to take trips and to go all over and to connect your boys to Israel. I would say in a nutshell, Ashreinu is a wonderful yeshiva for boys who are looking to grow in learning, to grow as a Jew, but are learning for ways to connect to Yiddishkeit in ways other than your classical, only sitting in the classroom or in the Beit Midrash. I am very proud that our yeshiva boys, definitely we're in Beit Shemesh, but a boy who comes to Ashreinu would definitely need to be able to navigate and to be able to function socially within a dorm life. They would be able to navigate certain Shabbatot. Every 3 weeks we have an out Shabbat. It would be necessary for him to be able to navigate that and to be able to be a part of and be able to utilize his free time in a way. We definitely have supervision and structure. At the same time, boys need to be able to, when they're given free time, and there definitely is free time that's given, to be able to be responsible and be able to behave in such a way and be trusted during that time. There are so many questions and there are so many things that I haven't had a chance to address. It will be our honor. If you have any questions, our contact information will be distributed. Be happy to take any questions or any other issues that you'd like to bring up. Please feel free to be in touch, and I look forward to hearing from you. And thank you so much for giving your ear to listening to how special Yeshivat Ashreinu is. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening.